Can you please shake it out for me?
Yeah, that's a good song. That's a good song.
Bro, he got another hit, bro.
Yeah.
2 for 2 for Gelo, man.
I can't believe we're allowing this to become a thing.
Oh, we're letting it be a thing.
I can't believe that I'm okay with it becoming a thing.
It's okay. I look, we played it before the show, and it was
the whole studio hype.
Had the whole. It was infectious.
Everybody in the studio was hype.
Everybody in the studio, all 2 of us, we were hype. It was a great time. It was a great way to start the Friday, bro. I'm looking forward to hearing it out in public. I need every DJ to have it in the rotation. I need to hear, can you please? Also, we talked about this. I need to hear, baby girl.
Listen, man. We haven't had a chance, you and I, to just catch up in a while.
Yes.
You see me like this,
yes,
going. I see you like this,
yes,
going. We two busy men. I love Nokia.
Baby, great.
I love it.
Great song.
I love it.
Great song, great phone.
My family pimping for real. Have you ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on, man.
But I understand how he was very confused about the girl situation. He was like, is it Keisha? Is it Tanya? It was kind of ode to back in the day.
Any song that names a bunch of ladies is a good song.
It's a great song.
I've never heard a song that names a bunch of women and it be a bad song.
Who did DMX do it?
DMX, yeah.
DMX did
what
it.
they want.
Yeah. What they want
Brenda,
from
Letitia, Dawn, LaJawn, Inez, and Alicia.
He's very confused. But
yeah, like
DMX, Drake.
Petey Pablo,
he did that.
Like, you can't have a song where you're naming a bunch of women.
Yes.
And it be a bad song.
We need more songs like that.
Just throw out names.
Just throw out
names.
just start naming people, and I'm like, okay, I'm with it.
Let's go.
Hey, somebody brought up Freaky League. Shout out Freaky League in the chat.
That's Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo.
Yeah.
Freaky League, also great song.
A wonderful song, stupendous song.
I think it's
another song that gets the people going.
I think it's slept on.
Absolutely. What's going on, everybody? You know Jessica Benson in today. I am CJ. We got Devin here with us today as well. We got a great show lined up for you. We will be talking about last night's NBA action. Lakers got a big overtime win. Steph Curry is still that dude. The Grizzlies got a game coming up today against the Dallas Mavericks, who are struggling right now. So we'll break that down in that first segment. Jason Munz is going to join us in the second segment. The Tigers could get I'm not sure. I think they can get the outright. I don't think they have the outright regular season conference championship tonight when they take on their opponent on senior night. So we'll be talking about them and what we can expect going into conference tournament play for the Tigers and into the big dance for them as well. We will be drafting again today. We were in the chat drafting yesterday's sports talk TV shows. Bennett hopped in the chat. Bennett was like, hey, I want to come in and I want to draft something. It's National Cereal Day, so happy National Cereal Day to all of those who celebrate. We're going to be drafting our favorite cereals. Bennett Doyle is going to join us for that part of the show. And then we end the way that we always do on a Friday with new music. Like we said, there's new Gelo featuring GloRilla out. There was a song I thought with Jessica being out, we wouldn't talk about crying at all today, Devin. Oh, no. I put on my new music station, stepped off of my porch, immediately in tears. I'll tell you what song had me crying this morning, as well as some other music news and notes to get into. It's a Friday. You know what we say.
Can you please
shake that for me?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
45-minute video on Tony Allen on YouTube.
I just saw it yesterday.
He managed to dominate the NBA for 14 years, despite missing one of basketball's most important skills. But here's the crazy thing.
Why does that hurt your feelings?
It didn't hurt my feelings.
It's
No.
positive.
He at least should have more of my highlights.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Are you aware of the story of Larry Brown and John Calipari coming to see you at an AAU tournament?
I knew Coach Calipari was in the crowd. I had this incredible game. I had maybe 17 dunks in the first half or something. One of my guys was like, "Yeah, I think Coach Calipari was speaking with one of the NBA scouts, and they're saying, yeah, you're not gonna go to college, bro. You're going straight to the league." I was like, "That's the plan, but if I don't, I definitely want to go to Memphis," and that's how I went down.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, hey. Let's have a little fun now. Hey. I wanna let it all out. Hey. That's what it's all about. Hey. Hey. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday to you and yours. No Jessica, like I said, today, but you got me, you got Devin here. We're going to get you through the start of your day and into the Gary Parrish Show, and then I'm done. Devin's probably got to stick around and do Vernon, but check Vernon out at noon, but I'm out of here after that. A lot of stuff to get to today. Let's start with the Lakers. I don't know if you had a chance to catch that game last night, Devin. The Lakers end up winning in overtime, topping the Knicks 113-1 something or another. I can't remember what the score was. LeBron dropped 31 points. 12 rebounds and 8 assists, where Luka had 32 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists. Jalen Brunson, 39 points on 13 of 26 shooting with 10 assists. That was a play at the end of regulation, and that's a couple of things. First off, Jacob, you can loop that again for me. That's how you double and get the ball out of somebody's hands, right?
Yeah, that's a real double.
That's a real double. Look at them. That if you need an example, that's how you do it. You get him in the middle of the court, you stop him, you don't let him get going downhill, you catch him right there. No need to try and trick somebody into a false sense of security. All of these dudes can dribble, all of these dudes are fast in the NBA. Run up on them quickly, double them, make them give it up. And unfortunately for Knicks fans, Hart was not able to get that shot off before the buzzer. Second thing, Devin, you can't do that if you're Josh Hart. After you make a three and you point to everybody on the bench running backwards and you double point at
can't do the double point.
at JJ Redick, right? Once you do the double point, you got to be clutch. You can't celebrate like that and then have that happen to you at the end of the game.
You can't. And even the Knicks, they struggled at the end and kind of in the clutch. I think the bigger story for me in the game, did you see what happened after the game? I guess I don't know what happened. Maybe it was in the midst of the game or after the game or before the game when Bron stood on business. You see this?
No.
He stepped to Stephen A. face to face, mano a mano.
What?
You didn't see the clip?
No, I missed that.
Braun walked up on Stephen A. and said, "Keep my son's name out of your mouth," or something to that effect, bro. We got WWE happening in the NBA. I love to see it. Find the clip, Jacob. He stepped to him and told him, "Keep my son's name out your mouth." And nobody got Stephen A's reaction, but I know damn sure you're gonna be on First Take this morning talking about it.
The First Take and ESPN caught a couple of shots yesterday.
Oh, it was.
I didn't know it was open season on the
theater,
worldwide leader.
It was theater last night
because you saw Barkley and Kendrick Perkins. Or Barkley had words. Kendrick Perkins responded. For those of you who missed it on Inside the NBA over on TNT, Charles Barkley took umbrage to the fact that I guess Kendrick Perkins or somebody over at ESPN said that the Lakers being good and the Warriors being good has saved the NBA. Oh, here we go.
Look.
Yeah, well,
look. That's Stern from Braun. You see that? You see that right hand?
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Your son is a professional athlete. What are we talking about here? He's a professional athlete. We're going to talk about him the way we do professional athletes at this point.
Stephen A. just took that.
Well, Stephen A. didn't back down. It looked like Stephen A. swole up a little bit. But listen, man,
I want to ask you though, if somebody steps to you like that, how do you react?
I step towards them.
You step close.
If you come to me that way, we'll be nose to nose, and let's figure out what's going to happen next. Because Stephen A. kept his place. He
kept his distance.
LeBron kept his place.
But you would have stepped forward.
Step forward. Okay,
and test his temperature.
If that's really how you feel about the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
We almost had a Will Smith moment last night.
That would have been great.
The thing is, what if he was just open hand palm,
open hand slap Stephen A?
Yeah.
Is that even a suspension?
Can you get suspended for slapping a media member?
I don't. Sure, yes, you can. Because Joel threatened one in the locker room this year.
He did threaten one.
But that's a regular media member.
Yeah.
That's not Stephen A. If you slap me, you're absolutely getting in trouble for that. If you slap Stephen A., how much trouble are you in for slapping the bigger talking head?
I think ESPN will love it because
the Skip, the Shannon, Sharps of the world.
Yeah.
If you slap
the Kendrick Perkins of the world.
Kendrick Perkins, right? Kevin Durant shows up. Kendrick Perkins in Phoenix for some reason. Kevin Durant shows up at the game and just slaps Kendrick Perkins, right? Is Kevin Durant in trouble for that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think ESPN will love it because they give him more views on their TV shows.
Yeah, well, they would love it. That doesn't mean that they don't think that
that's true.
You should be in trouble.
Also,
for it.
open hand slapping a dude is crazy to do. That's on the list of top 3 disrespectful things you can do to somebody.
Yeah, spitting on and open hand slapping.
Yes.
Or hitting and walking away. If you hit me, you can't walk away.
You have to stand and fight.
So what happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock? The slap heard around the world. The slap is definitely disrespectful. But the most disrespectful part of that is that he was comfortable enough after slapping Chris Rock to turn, fix his jacket, and walk back away. He didn't turn around or anything. He just slapped him and kept walking. He didn't look. There was no fear. Looking over his shoulder.
He wasn't worried.
Okay, Chris Rock is gonna throw the microphone at me or something. There was no concern about that. That is the most disrespectful thing. Well, second, spitting. Keep your spitting.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
you might be 10 feet under.
Unless it's consensual. But non-consensual spitting is terrible. That is awful. So turning and walking away is second worst, and then getting open hand slap is the third worst. But yeah. So back on Kendrick. Well, back on Charles Barkley. Kendrick or somebody on ESPN said that the Lakers and the Warriors being good has saved the NBA season. Charles Barkley got upset about that and just decided to go at everybody over at
what he's about to work for next year.
And he brought it up. He's like, I know we're gonna go work for those idiots who are so damn stupid. And I think lost in Charles Barkley's point. And this is a conversation that we have every year, especially when the schedule comes out. Is okay. I understand that these teams and these players are legitimate stars and have all of the interest or have a large chunk of the interest in your sport, be it LeBron James, Steph Curry, Lakers and some other players and some other teams, but you don't have to talk about them all the time. And Charles's point was, hey, why are you guys not talking more about the Thunder and the Cavs? If you did a better job talking about the Cavs, who are in the midst of a 12-game win streak, and the Thunder, who may be the best team in the NBA, they probably have the MVP on the team, MVP of the NBA on their team. Fans would probably gravitate more towards them, but y'all sit on LeBron James and the Lakers, Steph Curry and the Warriors every single day and talk about it every single day. That's why you guys think it's saving the league, because that's all you want to talk about. I understand Charles's point. I don't mind him going at, like, watching these larger entities, these larger sports institutions fight inside the NBA and ESPN, watching them fight. I just get my popcorn and sit back. Like, it's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
LeBron James and Stephen A. go back and forth at one another legitimately. That's some good stuff.
Grown adults. And we talk about the things that are bad for the game, right? The people like the older heads kind of like pooping on everything about the new game and all that kind of thing. This stuff like this, where there's conflict about why not lifting up the new teams and the new stars and the new elements of the game, I'm here for it. Because look, you know what we love? We love conflict. You know what we love? We love controversy. You know what we love? We love beef. And beef drives views. Beef drives engagement. Beef drives viewers. So I'm here for it, but it's like, yo, like, what are we doing? They're fighting on the internet, like, literally. Like, they're fighting keyboard killer tough on Twitter.
I'm not here for the keyboard twillers. I'm not
keyboard
killers. I'm not here for the thumb warriors.
Yeah.
I am pro pull up.
Pull up. Let me check your temperature. Let me see what you're on.
Everybody knows where everybody's at.
That's what Charles Barkley said.
Everybody's going to be in the same place at some point in time.
And let's see what you really about that life. Because Charles did address, because Kendrick tweeted, and Charles, the next time they were on the air, he said, yo, you know where to find me. I'm right here. Come find me.
Which is crazy coming from a man who Charles Oakley once slapped in an NBPA meeting.
Yes, open hand.
Open hand.
Charles did also once hold a man over a window, though.
Yeah, Charles Barkley.
A grown man.
Barkley was wow.
He held a grown. If y'all don't know, Google the story.
Didn't they jump Larry Bird? Didn't Barkley and Dr. J jump Larry Bird?
Yeah, those dudes, them old
heads
are not to be played with, bro. Like, I wish they had Twitter back then, low key, just to see like the beef that was like between Jordan and the Birds and the Barkleys and the Ewings and the Clyde Drexlers.
Because it was a different game. Because it was a bit more physical. I don't think anything would be like tweeted out. I think they just cryptically see you soon. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
All right.
I got you. I'll see you. Bill Lambier, come holla at me.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you tonight, Bill. Right? Like, that's just how they were back then.
I think we may have discovered something, CJ.
What?
I think that's maybe what the game missing. Is that what the game's missing, y'all?
We can't be.
We need more beef. Is that what we need?
You can't get beef if you're not allowed to be physical.
But you also can't have beef with everybody's best friends, right? I know. I heard
wait. They were friends then also. Don't let them fool you on that. Like, Michael Jordan is golfing with members of the Celtics.
That's true.
Before their playoff series, right? Like, they're friends. They were friendly. Magic and Isaiah Thomas were friends. They're giving each other kisses on the cheeks before the NBA Finals tips off, right? They were friends. They were just allowed to be a bit more physical. Can you imagine the way we would have reacted if Dwayne Wade was allowed to clothesline Carmelo Anthony? Because it would have happened.
It would have happened
if we allowed that type of physicality, but we just don't allow that physicality.
We call it Zebo call it buddy ball.
Yeah.
He called it buddy ball. I don't know. I don't know why.
There are genuine dislikes from time to time. Zebo and Blake
every now
Griffin,
and then,
like a genuine dislike.
Yeah.
But I'd say, generally speaking, in the NBA, when Zach Randolph was playing here, when Tony Allen was playing here, I'd say they had a lot of friends in the league.
They did, but they also had dudes that you know, I might beat your ass in real life.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tony Allen, have you tapped into the documentary?
No, not yet.
It dropped last night. It's phenomenal. I hope y'all heard. I hope y'all watched it. I hope y'all tapped in. Blevins and the crew did an amazing job. More Emmys on the way. I want to drop in the chat what y'all think about the documentary. I've seen the Twitter timeline talking about it last night, kind of when the drop. I was at the premiere on Tuesday, and your boy shed some tears, CJ. I shed some real legitimate.
Oh, you did?
I shed some tears, like real tears. So I'm hoping everybody tapped into it last night at 7 p.m. and hoping they're still watching it now, because it is for me. It was the one, because I feel like Tony was the heartbeat of the city. He was the heartbeat of that team. The dude averaged 9 points a game, and he left a footprint that's gonna last forever in this city. So if y'all haven't already, watch the Grindfather documentary on YouTube. That's my promo right there. Hope y'all like that. Shout out to the people downstairs.
How good are the Lakers?
I think they're legitimately good. I think they have size issues, but I think as far as having two of the best one-on-one players in the NBA, I think you can't really kind of duplicate that, right?
Yeah, my issue with we've seen teams with two of the best one-on-one players on their team get to a certain point in the playoffs and then come up a tad bit short. Yeah. Now, the Thunder with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook immediately comes to mind. Where this team is legitimately good because it's those two carrying them, two future Hall of Famers, two MVPs, and they couldn't get it done past a certain point in the playoffs. That's my fear with the Lakers. Also, I'm not sure still about like 3-point shooting for them.
That's one of the issues.
And then the size thing inside.
Because you're relying on dudes like, Dorian Finney-Smith has been in big time situations. Jackson Hayes, I still don't trust dude. Sideshow Bob, dude from Simpsons. Austin Reeves is a foul merchant. Like we know what you are, right? But as far as and they bring it off Jared Vanderbilt off the bench. Trey Jemison, we know what you about. Mr. Jugs Machine, I can't catch a basketball. Dog Connect, who's a shooter. But I don't think that, like you said, the shooting is an issue, the size is an issue. But we know how it goes, CJ. When the playoffs come, what happens? The game slows down. The whistle gets blown a lot more when you got the silver and gold on your chest. And you got two
purple and gold.
Purple and gold, whatever, same thing. My bad. So I'm thinking about the Raiders. My bad.
And they're silver and black.
That's silver and black. I don't know what. I put two teams together. My bad. I did a fusion of two teams, but they get the whistle, bro. And then when it comes down to the playoffs, and that's one of those scary situations. Like whoever runs into them in the playoffs, it's like, damn, I got to deal with Bron, I got to deal with Luka, and I got to deal with these dudes in the zebra shirts too. You know, so. They're good right now. They're finding their footing right now. Luka's hooping, Bron's hooping, but look, man, they're good. They're good for sure. They on a heater right now.
Absolutely. We'll talk more NBA maybe later on in the show.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what we're gonna do, man. We do absolutely have to preview the big time matchup. Well, big time matchup. It feels like a big time matchup because it feels like the Grizzlies have got to get this win against the Dallas Mavericks. We'll preview the Grizzlies Mavericks matchup a little bit later on in the show. Up next, we got Jason Munz right here on the Jessica Benson Show. We got Southern Heritage Classic news. Mike, Tennessee State out. Where do you think the Classic goes from here? Is this a thing that sort of dooms this Classic, Southern Heritage Classic?
I don't ever bet against Fred Jones. I don't count Fred Jones out. You have to have the event. You have to continue to have the weekend, and a football game has to be part of it.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
They say main event Jey Uso was going to open the show. So they said they're starting to hear rumbles around the plaza level of Jey Uso. They're getting the crowd together to build up the main event Jey Uso entrance. Hey.
See, I can do it.
Hey, 15,000 people together, yeeting in unison, 5-star. They are yeeting together.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
This team is doing everything that Taylor Jenkins and his coaching staff envisioned it could do.
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back in. Jessica Benson show. She's out today. CJ and Devin are filling in right now. Jason Munz, beat reporter covering the Memphis Tigers for the Commercial Appeal, is joining us right now. Munz, thank you so much, man, for hanging out today. We appreciate it.
I couldn't be more ecstatic to be spending my Friday morning with.
I think Munz is frozen.
Oh, no.
I think Munz is frozen.
Munz, check it out.
I mean that from the
Go ahead.
my heart.
Munz, we're gonna hang up and call you right back. We're having issues with the Zoom. Skype would never do this to us, and they're going away.
Bro.
Oh no.
This
Jacob, let's call him back.
Call him back. I don't know what's happening right now. I plugged my headphones up, and I think I broke it.
What do you mean you
Did
broke
I break it?
Devin, bring it here. How do you break headphones? How do you break the jack? Bring it here.
I just put it in the hole.
Pull it out. Can you pull it out the hole?
I'll put it in the hole and it broke.
Can you pull the piece out of the hole? Devin, how the hell?
I broke it, y'all. My bad. I think I broke it. I don't know how that happened.
I've been in radio about 15 years. I've never seen somebody break the adapter.
I don't know what happened.
Munz.
Munz is back.
All right, Munz.
In 4K. Shout out Munz.
Here we go. Thanks again.
Apologies.
You're all right. This year, first off, Devin, how the hell did you break that?
Bro, I'm trying to figure out the same thing.
I'm sorry, Munz.
Munz, I broke some headphones.
Hey, it happens to all of us. It's Friday, but I do want to repeat myself because I don't think it went through before. I am from the bottom of my heart, I could not mean this anymore, that I am so happy to be spending my Friday morning with CJ and Devin, and I mean that.
Thank you, and we're glad to have you, Munz. Have you ever broken something and thought to yourself, how the hell did this break? Or seen somebody break something and thought, how the hell did this break?
Yeah. Like there was sometimes even I break news and I don't know how the hell I break it. Sometimes you just you chalk it up to the universe working in your favor, or I guess against you in this case. But yeah, it happens, man. And it's Friday though, so you can't get too bummed.
But good point. It is Friday. Can't be too bummed. Did you pull the tip out?
The tip is broken, bro. I think the tip is the issue.
The tip is the issue.
The tip should never be an issue.
So is the tip out of there?
The tip is definitely out of there.
Okay.
The tip is the problem.
The tip is the problem.
Yes.
It is indeed Friday.
My tip is fine.
My tip is not fine. It burns.
Munz. It's been a hell of a job this year by Penny Hardaway.
My bad.
What show did I join? What show is this?
It's Jessica Benson's show. We're blaming Jessica for this.
Okay.
Penny has done a great job this year. How good of a job would you say that he's done, though, this year?
Oh, I mean, it's hard to understand. It's hard to overstate just how phenomenal he has done this season. Not only from an X's and O's standpoint, not only from a roster management standpoint. I mean, like from top to bottom, program management, roster management, coaching staff management, game management. It's been a true. It's kind of been a masterclass. I mean, I don't want to get too carried away because there have been the couple of losses that are pretty disappointing. But no, I mean, he's the coach of the year in the American Conference to me by a landslide. I don't know if it'll be unanimous or not. We'll see. Kind of a lot of that's going to depend on what happens tonight. But he is a shoe-in, I think, to win American Conference Coach of the Year. Extremely well-deserved. I mean, for heaven's sake, he's what? I think he's like a finalist or a semifinalist for National Coach of the Year. And this is crazy. What's so crazy, what is so nuts about it is that there was hot seat talk before the season started. And you fast forward a few months, and here we are sitting, the Tigers are sitting 25-5. With a very real probability actually of winning the American Conference, and they've already clinched the number 1 seed going into the conference tournament next week. And there's talk of a potential 5 seed in the NCAA tournament. So we'll see. No, he's done a phenomenal job and deserves every last single flower that he gets.
Munz, you say there was potential hot seat talk at the start of the season. People go back and remember what the start of the season was. You had a player leave the day of the first game of the season. You had a complete coaching staff overhaul a month out, a couple of weeks out from the season. It was like, oh boy, this is setting up to not be that great of a season for Memphis and Coach Penny Hardaway. And look at them now. They're conference champions in the regular season. Got a great chance, like you said, that they're locks for March. It's just where will they be seated? Potentially a 5 seed, which would be great for them. This turnaround this year has been incredible, Munz.
No, it has. I mean, we could go back even to even further than that when, there was a very large degree of certainty that David Jones would be back. And David Jones was Memphis' best player last season. He was going to be a preseason All-American if he had come back to Memphis. Memphis at the kind of the last second loses him to the draft, and it's like, what do we do now? And there were other cases during the offseason where Memphis went after certain players that they didn't, that they wanted that they didn't get. You mentioned Tyreek Smith and that whole situation where you've got NIL disputes playing out very publicly, and it's just not looking good. I mean, let's also not forget that this entire offseason and even through this entire season, there's an NCAA investigation happening into the stuff that happened last season with Malcolm Dandridge and academics and things like that. And so you've got that's been going on. Also, the anonymous letter that surfaced in September, right around the same time that the coaches were let go, that were alleging further violations within the program. Like, to me, the job that not only Penny has done, but this team has done to be in the position that it is in is just so much more impressive when you take all of that into consideration. It's truly remarkable because, again, we were going through the offseason and these things were happening, and it was like, oh no, here we go again. It's just going to be another season of chaos and disorder and dysfunction, and it's been none of that. It's been the exact opposite.
Dig that, Munz. By the way, can we defund anonymous letters from now on? By the way,
I mean, I think that's smart.
Smart. But I want to talk about PJ Haggerty because there's been conversation about him this week, whether or not Penny's talk about he's been this, he's been that. There's been conversation about other schools reaching out to him, kind of dropping the bag. Munzie, how big is the Brinks truck going to have to be to have him in a Memphis jersey next year?
I mean, do you want exact figures? I mean, I don't know exact figures.
Yes, exactly.
Give us
the exact number
to the 0.00.
All right, so I would say you're certainly going to go seven figures. I think it's going to need to be upwards. I would think it's going to be upwards of like $1.5 million to $2 million. Like that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a guy who might be a first team All-American, who will be coming back for a third season, a second season in a Memphis uniform, but a third season in college, who does pretty much everything. Like he plays defense. He rebounds really, really well. He's been a much better facilitator than I thought he was going to be. Of course, we know about the scoring, but then you add to that the fact that he has improved his 3-point shooting by, light years. He's light years better than he was last year. I think he shot 29% from three at Tulsa last season, and he's up around 40 this season. And that's coming back. You know what I mean? So you take all of that into consideration. You take into consideration the fact that a lot of other teams with huge bags are going to want that as well. You're going to have to pony up. And I mean, I don't. The thing about that is I think Memphis will, and it's the way of the world now. It's the world we live in, and the players deserve it. They absolutely deserve to get rewarded for their name, image, and likeness. Make sure we say that's what they're getting rewarded for. But no, I think it's going to be a lot of money, and I mean, again, like. Memphis is rolling right now, and they are in large part because of PJ Haggerty. So that's the way it is.
Have you kind of heard the other programs like the high major programs of like the figure, like the number that they're going to reach out to them and like have they already reached out kind of deal?
Yeah, I mean, I know that. I mean, listen, this is not anybody's first rodeo. Like this sort of thing happens. It happens everywhere. Like when you have a player that. The caliber of PJ Haggerty, there's going to be stuff like this going on, kind of before it's supposed to. I have not heard anything specifically about like which schools or how much money they're offering, but I mean, you just kind of read the tea leaves and look at the writing on the wall and all that stuff. And it's not that difficult to figure out, kind of what a ballpark, you kind of ballpark know what he's getting this year. And you just kind of, do some deductive reasoning. And I mean, he might be, I'm trying to think about it. I haven't even thought about this, but I'm thinking about it in the moment. He might be the best player coming back to college next season. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then that's a pretty lucrative position to be in.
Yeah. The price of the bridge going up. You got to see
Yeah,
that.
I mean, that's the way this thing works now. And I think that I'm with you, Munz. Players should be rewarded for their name, image, and likeness, and that's just the name of the game. Yep. Part of the game is the new transfer rules, and this team is a team that is damn near all transfers, at least the major contributors are. Is that the way to go about building things from here on? If you're Coach Penny Hardaway, just hitting that transfer portal hard, grabbing a bunch of proven commodities, and then figuring out the chemistry and stuff like that in the summer and in the early fall, and then hitting the ground running come November?
Well, it won't be that exclusively because already they've got a couple of junior college guys committed. One from a Florida junior college who's like a sharpshooting 3-pointer, and well, it's not a junior college guy. It's Daniel Vieira Tuck. He's the guy who's got Portuguese roots who was supposed to be on this year's team. And through I think something with academics, he wasn't able to, or transcript issues, he wasn't able to join the team this year. So he's playing with Overtime Elite. He's still committed, still coming here next year. And so you've got like some different elements. It's not going to be all transfers. I mean, this year's team is majority transfers. I think that's probably what you're going to see next season is majority transfers. And that's, Penny's been pretty transparent about it. Like that's how you win in today's college basketball. Like you cannot do it the way he used to do it. Like, we were talking about this on our podcast, Jonah Dillon and I yesterday, and it's like there have been two very distinct eras within the Penny Hardaway era. There's been the number one recruiting class, 5-star, huge name, high profile guys, a bunch of baby faces coming into Memphis and doing that stuff. And then there's been this era where it's been, kind of starting with DeAndre Williams, Landers, Nolly, Kendrick Davis. That whole wave started around that time, and it's just continued. And I think it's going to have to continue because it's pretty much what everybody else is doing. And you can't really win with the super young players anymore, or, building a roster with almost exclusively young players. So you got to go out and you got to get the transfers. And I think that's what's going to continue. Now, the other interesting part of this conversation is how many guys are going to come back. Nicholas Jourdain was the only player from last year's roster who came back this season. I think, we were just talking about PJ Haggerty. I think he's probably going to come back. I think Memphis is going to make it to where he, it's going to be one of those offers you can't turn down type of deal. I would sit, as we sit here today, I think PJ Haggerty is going to come back. I think he will probably have at least 2 others from this year's roster come back, potentially one more, maybe 2 more, but so that's another wrinkle in terms of roster building toward next year. But yeah, I mean, like, you may see one more high school guy. You may see Penny get one more high school guy this offseason, but I think it's going to be majority players coming back from this year's roster and transfer portal.
Munz, you've been to every road game, have you?
I missed the San Francisco game.
Perfect. This is the perfect question then. What is your favorite auxiliary gym in the AAC then? Because they played in a lot of auxiliary gyms this year, from UTSA to FAU to North Texas. Wichita.
Can I piggybacking off of that?
Yeah.
Favorite auxiliary gym in the American.
Good PE gyms.
And how legit is this 11-2 road record for the Tigers? Do they have the scars necessary and needed in conference play to be a deep tournament team?
Well, first of all, and I don't think this is recency bias, but UTSA completely takes the cake for me in terms of auxiliary gyms, as you put it, and the reason, my biggest reason why is because of the hum of the lights. The lights were humming.
Okay,
like a
real PE gym.
That's a real PE gym with the lights humming.
Yep, and it never. Yeah, I mean, like, they just hum when you turn the lights on. They hum at the Convocation Center in San Antonio. And
also, I'm sorry for interrupting. Also, if you can hear the lights humming, that probably means not a whole lot of people are there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the other part of it. Now, the interesting thing is, like, I was counting fans at tip-off, and there was one section where I counted like 13, and there was another section where I counted, I think, maybe 28, something like that. And then I quit counting at that point because it was just, like, what am I doing? But no, the hum was epic. And then the icing on the cake was, the stanchion almost falling on
Dane Danger.
Dane Danger. Yeah. He had the dunk where, it started wobbling, and it was even he had to look up, and he was like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know what's going on here. But so, UTSA, the Convocation Center is, to me, the absolute leader in the clubhouse.
Love it.
That 11-2 road record. It's
that
11-2 road record coming against a lot of American teams in auxiliary gyms. They played those games close. They played a bunch of close games, but it's not necessarily close games against good teams, which you'll face in the tournament. Has this conference, in your opinion, prepared them for the step up in play, or step up in intensity, we'll say, come the big dance?
No. The conference is not going. I mean, there are things that you can certainly, it certainly have happened during conference play that you would think would help Memphis as it progresses through March Madness. But as far as the overall road record, I mean, you're talking about a win at Virginia, you're talking about a win at Clemson, a win at San Francisco, a win at UNLV. Those are all true road games where Memphis went into these hostile environments, and they were hostile. Like, even though Virginia's not good this year, even though UNLV is just okay this year, they were hostile environments. Clemson had just beaten Kentucky at home the week before that, the week before Memphis went into their place and beat them. And so they were fired up. That was a big environment. But I think it's also important to note the fact that not only do they have this sparkling road record, second most road victories in program history, by the way, in a single season, and also only 2 other teams in the country have more road wins than Memphis: UC Irvine and Central Connecticut State. Don't sleep on Central Connecticut State. But they also went to Maui. Let's not forget that. They went to Maui and they beat Michigan State and UConn in these neutral sites. And I was there. They were home games. They might as well have been home games because Michigan State and UConn, as you might imagine, travel extremely well. And even though that gym is very, very small, it gets very, very loud, especially at an event like that. So, no, I think Memphis's success overall away from home is a huge part. Like, it's one of those things that you look at, I think the selection committee will look at and say, okay, Memphis is actually, like, this is not just the best team in the American. This is one of the best teams in the country.
All right, senior night is tonight. Has senior night lost some of the luster with all of the transfers coming into Munz? Because I think about senior night, it's like, oh, here's somebody who I've seen grow up in college, seen for 4 years, 5 years, in some cases 6 with various waivers. It's good to say goodbye to them one last time because I got a legit connection to them. I'm a Michigan fan, right? I think senior night for Michigan was Golden and Wolf, and those two, I just met them this year. Like, I've got no affinity for those people. I think senior nights, with the way the transfer portal is right now, everybody hopping in and out of it, I think it's lost some of the shine. What say you, Munz?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. The interesting thing, though, is, like, the better season you have, I feel like the more there is to senior night. But no, they're honoring 5 guys. You guys just showed the graphic. It's Colby Rogers, Tyrese Hunter, Dane Danger, stars. These are guys who have powered this team throughout the entire season. And so I think that helps. And then you've also got Nicholas Jourdain and Moussa Cisse. And the interesting thing about those 2 guys, as I mentioned earlier, Jourdain is the only guy back from last season. So you've got some carryover there. And then not only that, he was also at Temple for 3 seasons before that. So he's not completely unfamiliar to Memphis fans. Even before he came here, he was not completely unfamiliar to some Memphis fans. And then, of course, Moussa Cisse, who, he just came. This is his first season, but it's his first season back. He was a freshman with the Tigers a few years ago. And even before that, he went to Lausanne. He finished his high school career at Lausanne. So he's, those 2 guys aren't your typical transfer in at the last second, and it just so happens that they're seniors and we're going to honor them on senior day. It's not that way. So yeah, I mean, like, by and large, I think senior day it's not the same as it was, as it used to be when you're honoring Alex Lomax and you're honoring Malcolm Dandridge and you're honoring Jaden Hardaway. It's not like that anymore. And I feel like it's probably not going to be like that for most teams, probably for the rest of time, unfortunately. But Memphis, in this case, as far as tonight is concerned, there are some guys, Moussa and Nick, who don't exactly fit that mold.
Am I tweaking, or is PJ Carter not a senior too?
He is a senior. See, this is where it gets convoluted. He is a senior, but it's the Diego Pavia situation. Because he played a year at a junior college, he can petition for an extra year and he will get it because Diego Pavia got an extra year. So he's got that extra year. Dante Harris is actually also a senior, but he's got the COVID extra year that he hasn't used. So those 2 guys aren't walking, even though they are seniors.
That's, man, college athletics, boy, I tell you.
Let's get it.
So
Munz,
confusing.
We'll get you out here on this one, Munz. A good season for the Tigers ends with them where?
A good season for the Tigers ends with them in the Sweet 16 round. I think I feel weird saying that, though, because before this season started, the goal, pretty much everybody across the board was saying, just get back to the tournament. That's all we need. Like, the way last season went, there was so many people upset that it was just like, okay, listen, we're really not happy. But if you can just get back to the tournament, then we'll be back on the right track and we can move on. We can forget last year ever even happened. But now it feels like the goalposts have kind of been moved because of the way this season has gone, 25-5, right here on the knocking on the door of a conference championship. And so it does feel like you kind of, I mean, and I'm guilty of it too. It feels like the goalposts have moved a little bit
But they should, right? Once you realize the team is good, the goalposts should move, shouldn't they?
I think, yeah, no, that's fair. But I don't think it should be lost that the initial baseline was just getting back into the tournament. So that being said, though, I think there's no reason why this team shouldn't get to the Sweet 16 because they have, they're very, very good. They're having a great season and they can stand toe to toe with pretty much anybody. I know a lot's been made of the fact that they've struggled a couple of times in this American Conference when they probably shouldn't have and shouldn't be, and all the games aren't blowouts, and none of it, not very few games look super good. You've got a lot of turnovers and you've got all this stuff, but they've won the games to position them like this is a good team. This is a very, very good team and one that is capable, I believe, to get to the Sweet 16. I actually predicted it before the season started, but we'll see.
Munz, thank you so much for
Appreciate
joining
you,
us.
Munzie.
We appreciate it. We'll get you back,
All right.
Munz. We'll get you back.
Great to see y'all.
All right, I'm going to grab Devin's tip and try and fix it.
Yeah.
Is it out of the hole yet?
Don't grab
Holla
my
at you,
tip,
Munz.
please.
Is it out of the hole?
It is out of the hole.
Okay.
Don't grab my tip.
Devin, the tip is broke. I got to fix the tip.
Don't grab it.
Because other people use that tip, Devin.
We're not sharing tips around here.
Other people use that.
PSA, guys, no sharing tips.
Cereal draft. Bennett Doyle is here.
He's here.
Cereal draft. Favorite cereals. Let us know your favorite cereals in the chat. We got that plus more coming up next.
And my tip.
King wheels through the lane, now spins back. Ja hangs, puts it in. Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch. So hot. Oh, Jared said no. Play comes up with a monster block.
Number 9, man. I'm gonna be ready and hype. Let's just gonna be hype. My batter gonna be up right next to my brothers, Zevo, Big Spain. It's a great feeling, man. Never imagined this. I didn't think this would ever be a thing, and it's one of the biggest days of my life. I'm looking forward to it.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
We
Good luck
did get
today.
a new shoe that dropped today that we should all be able to get if we want it.
Fire.
And it's been one people have been waiting for a long, long time.
Yep.
Asia Wilson. What do you guys think about the shoe?
I love it.
It looks great. We see people wearing Jaws. We see a lot of people wearing the GT line. But then also we see a lot of NBA players wearing the Sabrinas.
Yeah.
I bet you there's going to be a lot of NBA players wearing
I agree with you on that. Oh, yeah.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app. What teams do you think, other than Chiefs and Eagles, you think are going to be teams to reckon with next season?
I think the Ravens, the 49ers, the Bills, the Lions.
I think the Falcons are going to be good next year.
Well, y'all have had like 4 straight losing record seasons. So.
Yeah, the question is, like, can you just get like 2 guys on defense? Like they scored 38 against the friggin' Panthers and lost the last week of the season. Like, you got to get some stops.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
We got Southern Heritage Classic news. Mike, Tennessee State out. Where do you think the Classic goes from here? Is this a thing that sort of dooms this Classic, Southern Heritage Classic?
I don't ever bet against Fred Jones. I don't count Fred Jones out. You have to have the event. You have to continue to have the weekend, and a football game has to be part of it.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify. Welcome back in, everybody. CJ Hurt filling in for Jessica on the Jessica Benson Show. Devin Walker's been kind enough to join as well. And now, look, Hammerhead Doyle is in here.
Hammerhead Doyle's in the building.
Shout out to Bennett Doyle.
I just got to figure out where my camera is. What's
Bennett
up, y'all?
hopped in here in the chat yesterday, demanding to do a draft.
Yeah.
And so
I love y'all's drafts.
We figured, why not? Bennett's here.
Big draft guy.
Got anything to do on a Friday? Let's have fun. Let's start drafting cereals. But before we get into the draft, the Grizzlies are playing the Mavericks tonight.
Big night.
4-game losing streak, going on the road, playing a Mavericks team that has nobody. And they are sliding severely. I'll ask both of you, because I think the answer is yes. This feels like a must-win. Like, you got to get this one.
Yeah, yes, you can't lose to the team with the most depressed fan base in the NBA at this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this like the perfect like get right moment. Like, we all have a get right moment in life at some point, right, CJ? You fall on different opportunities to get a dub in your life situations, and you see a lowly situation sitting over there in the corner, and you're like, you know what? I can get a dub right now. I think the Grizzlies are in the situation to get a dub tonight. I think it happens tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even matter who's in, who's out for the Grizzlies. I think your roster is just way better than their roster. So, like, whatever guys miss tonight or play, you got to figure out a way to win this one. You can't be like one of the best teams in the Western Conference and lose 5 in a row. It's crazy.
You can't, but we've lost to the Hawks and the Spurs.
But you didn't lose to those teams. Sure, the Spurs were without Wemby, but they still had their second, third, fourth, fifth best player, right? Like, the Mavericks are without Gafford and Lively and Anthony Davis
and
Kyrie and PJ Washington, I do believe.
And their fans hate them.
And their fans hate them. Genuinely despise what they are right now. You can't lose to this team. They're trotting out a bunch of guys like me.
Yeah.
We could go out there and get signed by the Mavericks right now. Yeah. There's a bunch of 10-day dudes. You got to be able to get out there and, like you said, Devin, just a get right. Get right. You've been hollering at a bunch of people all night long.
That's what I was trying to say without saying it.
And you've missed.
Yes.
Like, okay, I know I can get this one.
I know I can get this one.
I know I can get this one.
Like, I've been watching her the whole night.
Let's go get the confidence back up. Go get that, and then you get right for the rest of the night.
It's like we've all been in that situation. You got to get a layup to hit a 3, right?
Yeah.
When you go in the gym, you got to get a bunny to get to the things you really want to, right?
Yep.
So tonight's a night to get a bunny to get to where you really want to go. Grizzlies handle business. I think they handle business, bro. Like I said, you playing against the old Klay Thompson, a Dante Exum, a Max Christie. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Is Dinwiddie on that team?
Dinwiddie's still there.
Oh, that's.
Oh, you're
But
playing
if
against
it's just Dinwiddie, like, you can't go out there and lose to a team that just has Dinwiddie.
Oliver Max Prosper. Do you know who that is?
Not familiar with his work. I'm not familiar.
Like, dudes like that, you handle business tonight against those dudes. The number tonight is 9.5. I think Vegas sees the Grizzlies getting right tonight.
Yeah.
I think they get right, bro. And you propel that into a Sunday against New Orleans, and you come back home for a big stretch, very important stretch where you got 4 games, I think, in 4 and 6 days.
Yeah.
So It's a chance to get right, bro, because you need it. Because Ja's not on the injury report. There was conversation like, oh, well, he said he's hurt. Is he going to be out the next game? Injury report comes out yesterday. He's not on the injury report. He's going to stand on business tonight. Hopefully you get Jaren back very soon. You'll be all right, bro.
Yeah, you know what?
You'll be all right.
Well, with the Ja thing, I said this yesterday on our show. Like, I think, and it ends up playing out the way that I thought it would, is he says that in the postgame, and you're like, oh man, is he hurt? Is he going to miss time? Dude, as careful as they are with injuries, he said I shouldn't have played. I think what he means there is I can't give it 100%, right? Like, because the fact that he's not even on the injury report just goes to show this is like a pain management thing, right? Like, it doesn't appear that there's any structural damage with the shoulder. It's just, people, I got a sore shoulder. Like, I deal with it all the time. And a lot of people do. That's just one of those things that he's probably just going to deal with the rest of the season.
What'd you do for your shoulder to get be sore?
I mean, it's just like you wake up and get out of bed wrong and your shoulder's sore at this age, yeah.
New nickname, Mr. Hammerhead, Bennett Doyle himself. Don't ask why.
Lay the hammer down.
Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Mr. Hammerhead over here. Shout out B. Doyle.
The Grizzlies injury report is favorable. Like you said, Ja's not on it. Dez not on it. Jaren is on it. He's listed as out. Santi is listed as day-to-day. Conchar is day-to-day as well. So, like, you're good, right? This roster for the Grizzlies compared to that roster for the Mavericks with all of those injuries right now, you're much better than them. You should be able to go out there and, to Devin's point, go out there, get right. It's on ESPN. And on FanDuel, so have fun.
Tonight's a good night. You got the Grizzlies on ESPN. You got the Tigers on ESPN too. It's a celebration in Memphis.
It's almost like it's a party in my city.
I'm gonna be here. I'm coming to celebrate the seniors tonight.
Yeah, you gotta mess that up. You almost did it.
Do it back. Rewind it. Take two. Set me up, Devin.
Take two.
Set me up again.
Take two. You got the Grizzlies on ESPN. You got the Tigers on ESPN too. CJ?
It's almost like it's a parade in my city.
Yay!
Yeah. Let's do the duck race, Jacob.
Let's go.
Let's draft these cereals.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get it going.
Let's go.
We're gonna have 3 ducks.
Been waiting on this all day. We got an ad.
We got an ad. Let's go.
I've never seen the blue fancy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. This is a runaway. This is a runaway. This is a runaway. No.
Let's go.
Go Pirate.
That's unfair.
Go Pirate. That's BS. See, I knew I was going to lose because I started out in first.
Devin wins by a tip. It's a lot of Devin's tip action.
Why is his beak that big?
My tip is great today.
Why is his tip that long? Everybody else got a regular tip. Devin got a long ass tip.
Great tips. Tips always win. Leaving the tip. Let's go.
All right.
First pick, Devin.
First pick, my number 1 draft pick. We're drafting cereals. I'm going to go with the joint I always asked for my mom to get when we went to the store. I think it's because of the colors. I think when I was younger, I liked the alternating colors of the cereals. I'm going to go with the Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
I'm going to go with the AJ. The Apple Jacks.
That's be my number 1.
I love the Apple Jacks as a youngin', bro. Apple Jacks
I'm
is
really
goated.
surprised you took that. I thought that was. I thought I was going to get that one.
Apple Jacks are lit.
Apple Jacks. Bennett.
Don't sleep on
Since
the
you're kind enough to join us, what you got?
No, you go. You came in second, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But I'm giving
No.
you the second
I don't want. I got to think now. That was my pick. That was my pick.
You got to think. You don't have a list?
No, I got a list. But that was my number 1. I had a strategy to how I was going to do this, so it had a lot of balance in it.
Terrible cereal
So
GM.
wait a second. I'm saying you can go second, and you're telling me no because you need to think, and I'm going to take the best one.
Apple Jacks just threw off his whole draft strategy.
I don't understand Bennett's logic, but since I have the second pick,
terrible GM.
Give me Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What are we talking about here,
terrible
Bennett?
GM.
You could have taken Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's like he's a fan of the Titans.
No, it's
terrible
okay.
GM.
It's okay. Do I get 2 picks? Do I get 2 picks?
No.
This isn't a snake?
No.
Are you serious?
Do you watch the
That's
show?
why I gave you the... All right. That's okay. That's okay.
He's a Titans fan. Remember this.
Okay. So I'm going to go a little... This is a mature show. This is a mature show. We're all adults here.
Damn right it is.
We're all adults here. Listen. I love sugary cereal as much as the next person. Okay.
Wait. We're not that type of adults, Bennett.
Yeah.
There's going to be some great cereals on this list, I promise. But and I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way, but this is just one of the most underrated cereals ever
What's
going.
your number one pick?
My number one pick.
He's going underrated.
My number one pick, and just think about it. My number one pick is Special K with the strawberries in it.
Bro, if you don't get
Special K with the strawberries in it. Dude, see, I knew y'all were going to do this, and the thing is that is like, it's such a great modern cereal, man.
Grandpa-ass
Dude,
pick.
it's in everyone's cabinet. Come on,
It is
chat.
not-
Y'all
it's
got to
not
agree with me.
It's not in everybody's cabinet.
Bro, it's in everyone's cabinet. Everybody has the Special K
Good job,
with the
Jacob.
strawberries. That is
Jacob just took you off the screen as well as he should. Good job.
See, I knew y'all were going to do this, and
Bennett. If you want to take Special K, you shouldn't. But if you want to, fine. You've got to know when drafting that we aren't taking Special K, so you can take Special K dead last.
No,
What are
you
you
got to
talking
put
about?
with strawberries on it,
He's a
Jacob. You got to
terrible-
put with strawberries on it, Jacob. Come on, man. It's not regular Special K. It's the special K with the strawberries.
You're Special B right now.
I know,
Get
right?
out of here.
The AARP-ass pick.
Come on, man. Now I'm curious. We are going to go Snake because after picking Special K, I can't wait to know what your next pick is.
Okay, are we going Snake?
Yeah,
are we
go
going
ahead,
Snake?
Bennett.
Okay.
You
So
go,
I
Bennett.
told you. All right. I also like the colorful, the box that just pops when you get. I'm gonna go because I wanted to have a marshmallow. I wanted to have a marshmallow cereal. If you notice, I like the cereals with the accompaniments, like the, Special K with strawberries. We go Lucky Charms with number 2.
Oh, okay.
Lucky
That's not a
Charms
bad
number
pick.
2.
Right. Okay,
That's
that should
better.
have been your number one, but okay.
That's
All right.
You just picked Ryan Leaf. You know that, right?
No.
I think I'm
because
starting
you
out with a
picked-
bang. I think I'm
Andrew
starting out
Bennett.
with a
No,
bang.
we thought Ryan Leaf was going to be good.
We did.
That's what we thought he was going to be good. He just picked
Anthony Bennett, maybe?
Maybe. No, again, we thought Anthony Bennett was going to be good.
That's right. Who's the guy
Who's somebody we knew was what's
Jamarcus Russell.
We thought he was going to be good.
Oh, okay.
What's the dude from LSU the Titans drafted? Mussenberger?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zach
You drafted
Mussenberger.
Mussenberger 1 overall. That's what you did.
I think he's
there.
a high school coach in Nashville now.
Just drafted Zach
He was here.
Mussenberger.
He was a showboat, wasn't he? He was a showboat.
He was not a
Yes.
showboat.
Yes, he was. He was a showboat.
What, he
no,
was?
no.
Was he an Express?
No, he was
He
an
was an
Express.
Express.
He was an Express.
Express.
Shout out to the Alliance.
All right, is it my turn?
No, it's my turn. We're
Whoa.
snaking it. We snaking it.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Good grief.
Shout out to the Nokia.
Cocoa Puffs.
That's another elite
Give me the
one.
Cocoa Puffs. Like cereal that turns my milk chocolatey.
Yes.
Let's get it going.
Dr.
Cocoa
Umar's
Puffs.
favorite cereal.
Hey,
Respectfully.
Black Queens forever.
Shout out Dr. Umar. My next one, some things in life are better frosted, if you know what I mean, guys. I'm going to go
What?
with... They're great. My dog,
There's
Tony,
no way.
Yeah.
my dog,
Ain't no
Tony
way.
the MF and Tiger. I'm going to go with
classic.
Frosted Flakes.
You guys don't have good taste buds.
Give me Frosted Flakes.
Here's the problem with Frosted Flakes is they get soggy too fast.
I don't put milk in my cereal. That doesn't matter.
That's weird. Okay, can we let's do a
Dry cereal?
So you're doing dry cereal? My wife likes dry cereal.
Listen, I like it wet.
I like it wet.
I keep it dry.
Honestly,
over here, baby.
and you could call me childish with 2% milk.
2%?
Yeah.
No, give me that whole.
Oh, you want whole
need
milk in yours?
whole.
That's
I need whole milk.
That's wild. That's
Wet
wild
me up
behavior.
with that whole milk, man. That's what I need. Devin,
I can't go that far.
We're snaking it. So Devin,
Oh,
you're next.
We're snaking it. Okay.
Yeah, you're next.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it with the vibrant vibe. You know what I'm saying? As you know, if you notice, I'm going with. I like my cereal to taste great. You know.
Yeah, everybody likes their cereal to taste great.
That's not true. He picked Special K with strawberries.
Good point. Good point.
A great cereal.
Good point.
I'm gonna go with Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
The FBs. We go with the Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are always great. You know what I'm saying? They got the good, little sugar. We go with the Fruity Pebbles.
Devin's following his nose.
Yeah, I am.
I think that I saw somewhere. I know it was for Skittles, and I think it's for Fruity Pebbles as well. I think all of those colors are the same flavor. I think I'll have to double check that.
What, the
But
Fruity Pebbles?
Yes,
Their colors are all the
think
same flavor?
colors-
I think you're right.
colors are all
Yeah,
the same
and like my
flavor.
brain tells them they taste different, but they really don't. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think so. All right. I will go. Where am I going now? Y'all have left me everything that I could have ever possibly wanted. Tricks are for kids, man. Give me
Dang
tricks.
it!
I'll go
Dang
Tricks.
it!
Another one of those fruit-based cereals. The Tricks used to have the cool little shapes with them as well, a nice little crunch to them. When you put them in milk, they don't get super soggy super fast. And And if they do get soggy, they still taste good. Some soggy cereal still tastes good. Trix is one of those. Hit me with the Trix.
All right.
Trix is good.
By the way, they're calling your first pick the worst pick in GM draft history.
All right, well, just wait till please wait till my list is complete before you judge.
The chat has no education at all.
The Grind City Media admin has asked the question, is that the worst pick in history?
Get out of here.
They're asking about it.
They're uncultured swine.
Just wait and see how balanced this list is.
Benny, I swear, if you take regular Kellogg's flakes.
No. I'm done with the Kellogg's.
He's gonna take
I'm done with the Special K. Okay. All
Wheaties.
right, I kind of got both ends of the spectrum here, so I got to go middle ground in this one. I'm going to go with the classic. I don't get it as much anymore, but I just loved it so much as a kid. I'm just going to go with Corn Pops, man. Corn Pops. Corn Pops.
Gotta have my pops.
Gotta have my pops.
Gotta have my pops. By the way,
you know, a little bit of sweet. You got the texture, the crunch. Like it's.
You got really bland taste buds.
Yeah,
that's bland. Corn Pops.
Bro, you have really bad taste buds.
I have Lucky Charms at number 2. There's marshmallows in it.
I bet you pick the marshmallows out and just eat the
No,
cereal.
you have taste buds of an 85-year-old.
Oh my goodness. Corn Pops.
Corn Pops are great. What are we talking about? Actually, I want to change it.
No.
Okay. No, because I need 3 more. Okay, I'm going to have to leave one off that I don't want to. Okay.
Have you ever seen somebody in the NFL
Oh, it's me again.
take
It's
a
me
pick
again.
back?
Okay, it's me again. See, I feel like I got to have a chocolate cereal in mind because I don't have a chocolate
Come on,
cereal.
diversity in your cereal.
Right.
Come on now.
But y'all already got.
You got DEI cereal. Come on.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to go there.
DEI cereal in there.
You don't have to. We had an election about it. You don't have to have.
You don't at this point. You don't. You just kick it out if you really want to.
Give me. No, I'm not gonna have a chocolate cereal in mine. I'm
not
gonna have.
We know you won't have a chocolate cereal.
I'm not gonna have a chocolate cereal in mine. I'm gonna go with another classic. I had a bowl this week, and it's been a long time, and they hit just like they did when I was a kid. Let's go with Fruit Loops. Let's go with Fruit Loops.
Okay, there we go.
Toucan Sam.
That was a good one.
There you go. You always, not always, this draft, you've done it twice. Draft a terrible cereal followed by a pretty okay cereal.
I told you balance.
That's a good
You'd be a terrible GM, by the way.
Give me Count Chocula. It's got the chocolate and the marshmallows. Are you kidding me? Let's get it going. Count Chocula.
Count Chocula. I'm going to go with, what's the honeycomb junts? Is it called the honeycombs?
It's called honeycomb.
See, now, if I'm going to get made fun of for Corn Pops, like, somebody's got to get on him for honeycomb.
Yeah.
That is just some regular ass, like,
it's
that's the one that
cone
sits,
shape.
that's the one that sits in the pantry that nobody ever eats.
That's why they're a 4th-round pick.
Yeah.
Honeycombs.
That's
not my best work.
All right,
But
this your
I got
last
one
pick,
more.
Devin.
I got one more. My last one?
Yep.
By the way, speaking of, they used to make, these cereal commercials used to be elite back in the day. They don't make cereal
happened?
commercials the way they used to.
They don't put toys in the boxes. Like, what the hell happened?
They used to be like elite.
When's the last time you seen one? I hadn't seen a cereal commercial in forever
Me
now
either.
that you mention it.
Never. But back in the day, in the 90s, 2000s, they were
Yeah,
everywhere.
man.
You'd be like, Mom, I got to get that cereal.
Because you saw a coked out toucan flying around.
Exactly.
Tony the Tiger, the Lucky
Exactly.
Charms. What's the
Steroids.
Lucky Charms guy? What's his name?
Leprechaun.
I don't remember his name.
Lucky.
I had a dream
Lucky,
one time.
yeah,
He chopped,
Count Chocula.
I had a dream one time. I was crossing a bridge and he cut the rope of the bridge and I fell down.
What?
Yeah, don't ask questions. I had a weird childhood. But my last pick, I'm going to go with, and this is one of the ones I've seen. I used to see it all the time. And I used to just eat this like very profusely. I don't know why. What is it, number 5, my 5th-round pick? Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Used to see the commercial all the time. My homie with the big hat with the C on it. Shout out to my dog, Captain Crunch. I'm gonna go that with my last pick.
With Crunch Berries or just traditional?
We can remix it. We can go with the Crunch Berries.
Bob, you got to be clear which one.
That matters.
I want with
yeah,
Crunch
that
Berries.
matters.
Crunch Berries makes it give a little
Bennett,
bit more
why
flavor.
would you ask that?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
if you're
I'm
going
telling you, he's a
regular,
bad
that
GM.
affects your
You're
list. Yeah.
Awful GM. I was going to take the Crunch Berry joints.
He's like, hey, do you want LeBron James with the headband or without the headband?
Come on, man. Golly, Bennett. All right, last pick coming up. I will take. I got to do it. Give me peanut butter crunch. Since you took the with berries, I'll take the Captain Crunch peanut butter crunch.
The peanut butter joints?
Give me the peanut butter joints. That's the one I want. Last pick. Just a great family of cereals that we get spin-off cereals from time to time.
We get remixes.
Nobody lives up to the Captain Crunch because Captain Crunch is a banger. Wild Berries is a banger.
Yep.
And the peanut butter crunch banger as well.
Great group of cereals.
Yeah, huge.
Man, we're leaving off a lot of good stuff, and I feel bad. Disrespect. I could go with all the variations of Cheerios. It's a classic cereal.
What's your favorite Cheerio? Regular?
Apple cinnamon.
Okay.
Apple cinnamon. Yeah. Honey nut.
Honey nut.
But I'm not going to do that. Because I went Special K with strawberries, I'm not going to do Raisin Bran Crunch, but Raisin Bran Crunch is an incredible cereal. That's an incredible cereal. It revolutionized.
Did you say Raisin Bran?
Raisin Bran was the gross old people cereal. Raisin Bran Crunch was for the kid. It was the new way. It revolutionized Raisin Bran.
So you put Raisin Bran on your list?
It made it cool. I'm not putting it on there. I'm not putting it on there. I'm just giving it a shout out.
Before you're shouting it out, a quick question, personal question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Do you find pepper spicy?
No, I love hot food. I love spicy.
But do you find black pepper spicy? Like just black, just plain black pepper.
No.
Is that spicy? Okay.
No.
All right. Because again, I think your taste buds are bland as hell.
No, I love spicy food.
All right.
I love spicy food. I got like 50 different hot sauces in my fridge. Yeah.
50 different hot sauces. Any seasoning?
Yeah, Tony Chachere, Old Bay.
Okay. B-Door. All right, go ahead.
So it's just cereal you got bad taste.
Yes. Regular foods you have good taste.
I'm going to go really outside the box with my last one. I've talked about this before on these airwaves. And this is, y'all aren't going to know nothing about this. And I knew when you picked Captain Crunch, I was like, okay, I'm going to one-up him on this. There's a cereal. You can't get it in the stores. You have to order it online because they don't mass produce it anymore.
I'm going to fight you, bro.
And it is called Quisp. All right. Some of the old heads are going to know about Quisp. It is the mascot. The mascot is like Jacob. If you can find a picture of the mascot, it's like the box. It's like a pink alien or something like that.
It says this cereal was introduced in 1965.
And let me tell you something. Let me just explain.
Dr. King was still alive.
Just hang on. Let me explain myself. All right. Y'all got to give me a chance to make my case for this list. Okay. Captain Crunch. What's the worst thing about Captain Crunch?
There's no bad thing.
No. There is something bad about it. Out of all cereals, Captain Crunch will cut the roof of your mouth. Like that stuff is.
Yeah, it does a little like.
It'll tear up those gums, man. There it is. Bro,
it was discontinued in 1979.
You can still get it online. Quisp is like a smoother Captain Crunch. Okay. It's like little saucers. It's a smoother Captain Crunch. One of the best cereals you will ever have. Order yourself a box and thank me later. Quisp is in my top 5, rounding out my top 5.
All right.
Bruh.
Okay.
Quisp?
I think it's a great list. There's classics. There's some, outside the box picks. There's stuff for the adults, stuff for the kids. Like, I think my list is more balanced than both of y'all.
That's not how a draft goes.
Y'all just went sugary cereal.
I
got balance.
That's what cereal is. Who the hell wants to eat?
I got balance in my roster, dude. That's a team that's gonna. That's the Memphis Grizzlies. My roster. Yes, it is. That's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Balance.
You're a playing team, bro.
Balance.
That's a playing team.
It's one of the best rosters in the league.
Let him know he has a play-in team as a roster.
I was afraid that you were going to choose one of these, Benny.
Top 3 seed over
I was afraid you were going to choose like Smack'ems or something like that. Because if you have one of these two cereals
I love Smack.
as your
Smack'ems, whatever it's called.
You like Smack.
Honey Smacks.
Like
Wasn't it called Honey Smacks?
Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks.
If you like Honey Smacks or you like the other one, the Golden Crisp or whatever the other one is called.
Like the little frog on it?
Yes. If you like those, you can't judge my list. I don't respect you as a person. I don't.
I'm with it. Hey, honorable mention, can we put Rice Krispies on the joint? Because you can make like Rice Krispie treats out of it.
But it's the marshmallows in the treat that makes the Rice Krispies good.
That's true.
If you like one of these again, I don't value your opinion as a person.
Honey
I think
Smacks.
that you're
Shout out to that frog, bro. Why do you have the backwards?
I like Honey Smacks.
We know you do.
That was one of those because you remember the when we were kids, you'd get the. I think they still do it, like the little boxes, right? The variety pack,
the little small joints. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take to school.
And the Honey Smacks, like everybody, those were always the ones that were left over, and I was like, I'll gladly take the Honey Smacks. I like the texture.
The texture of cereal is crazy. I think I won. I won. Hey, People, let us know who won. I think I personally won this draft. I think I'm the Sam Presti of cereals. I won this draft. I am a champion. Apple Jacks is my SGA. Just saying. I won.
You messed up with honeycombs, but whatever.
Yeah, what's cool? You can't win them all, you know.
You
gotta have a. Never mind. I'm not gonna say his name. But yeah, you gotta have one of those every now and then.
I mean, CJ's definitely has like the balance with like the peanut butter, the chocolate, the like fruity cereal.
You do have a very diverse. You have a very diverse roster, CJ.
I regret not having if I could switch mine, I'd remove corn pops and find a way to get a chocolatey cereal. But I didn't want to go Cocoa Pebbles because everyone thinks Fruity Pebbles is the superior cereal to Cocoa Pebbles.
So you don't want to take out Special K with strawberries.
No, that's one of the great cereals that everyone eats. Everyone is acting like they don't love that cereal. Y'all all buy it.
No,
we don't.
Everybody buys that cereal. It's in every family's household.
Yeah, stay around.
Do you want to stick around?
Don't move.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so we've got music news coming up. I'm gonna share the song that made me cry. We're gonna talk some about Gelo and GloRilla's new song, plus so much more coming up next.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
They say main event Jey Uso was going to open the show. So they said they're starting to hear rumbles around the plaza level of Jey Uso. They're getting the crowd together to build up the main event Jey Uso entrance. Hey, 15,000 people together, yeeting in unison, 5-star. They are yeeting together.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
We touched on this earlier, the panel here, about what really has been the mainstay of the Grizzlies, and that's Jaren Jackson Jr. Trip has just been awesome.
He's posting guys up. He's stronger than he's ever been. He's physical, and he's scoring all type of ways.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. CJ filling in with Bennett and Devin on the Jessica Benson Show. Before we get into the music from the day, just quick question. Throwing this out there, we did a cereal draft. We didn't do a pastry draft. Thoughts on unfrosted Pop-Tarts?
Like the little brown joints?
Just unfrosted.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I don't really like
I need
those.
the frosting.
They taste like cardboard.
Yeah.
You like them?
I mess with unfrosted.
What is the Hall of Fame Pop-Tart flavor?
Well, we got to do a draft then, Devin. If that's
Oh,
what
we
you
gotta
wanna
draft
do.
it?
So maybe next week or sometime
Frosted cherry.
We do a Pop-Tarts draft and we bring you guys back and have Jessica here. And so we do a four-person Pop-Tart draft. I can't wait to see what no longer discontinued Pop-Tart ass flavor Bennett drafts.
Strawberry shortcake eating ass.
Music. I was like, okay, new music. It's Friday. I'm going to listen to the, just put it on the new music on the Spotify. Let it play. Whatever it plays, it plays. That's what I'm going to listen to. I leave the house, because I catch the bus. I leave the house about 5:15, 5:20 every day. Walk to the bus stop. Put it on, and there's a new Dolly Parton song. I was like, oh, I didn't realize Dolly was still singing. And I stepped off of the porch, and immediately I'm crying. Immediately, because her husband passed away.
I was going to say, is it a song for her husband?
It is a song dedicated to her husband, and I do believe the name of the song is "Without You." If you hadn't been there,
oh, that's dope.
is the name of the song dedicated to her husband. It is she is still such an incredible writer. In the song, it talks about, hey, basically, if you hadn't been there, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah.
You believed in me, you loved me, you pushed me, you powered me through. Your love is what kept me going, and your love is a large part of the reason why I am one of the great songwriters of all time. And so listening to it from that viewpoint, knowing that this is what it's about, nobody has to tell you what it's about. You hear the first 2 or 3 lines in the song, it's like, oh, this is about him. Oh my goodness. Break down immediately. So I go back and listen to it again a second time because I hadn't had enough of crying. It's like, I want to hear it again. Maybe I'm overreacting.
Yeah.
And then I start thinking of the people who've helped me along my life and along my journey.
Yeah.
And some of them are still with me. Some of them have passed away. Like just at the bus stop, sun hadn't even come up yet. Snot running down my nose.
People probably thought, what's wrong with this guy? Is he okay?
Yeah. Look like a real crazy person.
Yeah.
I was fine. It's just, if you saw me out there, I was fine. It was just Dolly hit me.
Dolly hit you in the heart.
Right in the heart, man. It's a great song. If you get a chance to listen to, I think it should be something that everybody listens to. It's a great song.
I like that, bro. Shout out Dolly Parton, legendary.
What were you listening to, Devin?
I'm listening to you're listening to that. I respect that. You're listening to the deep stuff. Well, on my end, my guy Gelo Ball had one request.
Can you please?
He just wanted to know, can you please
shake that ass?
Shake that ass for him. And I'm letting y'all know, GloRilla got another hit, bro. He got Glo on this record with him. Glo tops up on the record, talking that talk. CJ listened to it before the show. She was talking crazy on that record. She even did some sounds on the song. I was like, hold on, Glo, don't do that. But the beat slaps. It reminds me of another beat that reminds me of the 2000s. The bars or whatever, I don't care about that. But the hook is amazing, just like the other song is. And I stand for any song that requires or recommends that people shake their ass. So
politely.
Like he said, please.
Can you please?
He didn't say, hey, just throw it in the circle.
Yeah.
He said, can you please shake it for him? So I stand for what does it say? Chivalry's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gelo brought back chivalry with this record. I enjoyed it. I want to hear it outside though. I want to see, because we live in this age, CJ and Bennett. I know y'all not outside no more. We live in the age of this booth culture and this no dancing culture. People don't dance no more.
What do you mean people don't dance?
People don't dance no more, CJ.
What's the point of going to clubs? They dance online.
People don't dance, CJ. People like to stand around in booths and look at each other. There's no more dancing. Hopefully, I want to hear this song outside. I want to see some, I want to see some shaking. I want to see, bring back the salt shaker, the salt shaker era. So yeah, I'm messing with the Gelo record. Number 2, Black Soprano Family dropped a project. That's Benny the Butcher, Griselda, all those dudes. We got a John Morant reference on the album. We love a John Morant reference on the album. He said, I'm flying higher than John Morant on the song. So shout out 12, still getting mentioned in songs. But that's pretty much all I'm listening to right now. Also, I mentioned this to you. I am probably like 3 or 4 songs in. I'm probably gonna try to finish it at some point. Tory Lanez dropped an album from jail. I don't know how that works. I don't know how he made that happen. I don't know how how you're allowed to make music in jail.
Some of those songs have got to have already been recorded, and they just waited to produce
like a lot of the songs he's talking about, like I'm watching somebody get stabbed in a cell, or I'm watching this person get this, and on one song he's talking about how he had to pay this certain amount of money for a lawyer, and nobody wanted to help him. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening?
I guess with the way we record things on our phones now, they're probably pretty good. So if you get in a jail cell, probably find something with some good acoustics.
Yeah.
Set your phone up like a microphone and sing into that. I guess that.
Can you not get in trouble for that though?
Yeah, you're not supposed to have cell phone in there, but people use their booty wallets to bring stuff in all the time. So
this man recorded a whole damn album from the cell. But I'm tapping in. I'm gonna try to finish a new Tory because I've always been other than the Meg situation, which is, of course, terrible, I've always been a big Tory Lanez fan. Like, his music has always been great to me. I saw him live at New Daisy, one of the best shows I've ever been to. So I'm gonna try to finish that album. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm listening to right now. Bennett!
What am I listening to? Well, I did
want to from 1994.
Well, speaking of Dolly Parton, she is featured on the new album by the Wiggles, which will go triple platinum in my car over the weekend.
The Wiggles got a new album.
The Wiggles got a new album. The Wiggles got a new album out. Yeah.
Did they remix the Wiggles? Or those new Wiggles?
Well, this one is called "Wiggle Up, Giddy Up with Friends," and Dolly Parton. She's actually on the first track. It's called "Friends," appropriately titled. Dasha's on it. Lainey Wilson. You got who else? I'm trying to see what other big names you got on him. Morgan Evans. Oh, Dolly's on there twice. Okay, so yeah, we got that. I mean, I'm listening to some other news. There's a new album by the Men, punk group that I like. New Babe Rainbow dropped today. What else y'all want?
Keep naming these like underground grunge.
And the Wiggles.
And the Wiggles.
We are digging the new Lady Gaga. That dropped today. Her new album dropped today. Yeah, it's pretty good. The kids love that one. So yeah, we're all over the place, man.
The best songs that I've heard today that we hadn't mentioned. I have no clue who Jordan Hawkins is. I'm not really familiar with that person. He's got a song called Crazy, which is really, really good. It hit my ear in a really pleasant way. It's an R&B, rock and roll type of type of song.
Yeah.
Great. Loved it. Ken the Man and Cali, I Got Questions. Another good song. That's more of an R&B hip-hop vibe. And OJ the Juice Man.
Oh, he's back.
He back. He's got
quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey,
he got one with Trap Dickie, Getting Money. That is another one of those songs where it's like, okay, it's warm outside. Roll the windows down. Let's vibe to this. So those
OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah,
I ain't heard from him in a while. He go to jail?
I think OJ was just out for a little bit.
Just out for
okay. I don't know what ended up happening with the Juice Man. A couple of other news and notes from the music and podcast industry, because that's today's when we talk about various podcasts. Adnan Syed, the person who Serial, the podcast, is all centered around, focused on. For those of you who don't know about Serial, it was a real big deal in like the mid 2010s, 2013, 14, I can't remember exactly. But it follows a man in jail for murdering his girlfriend, and he's saying he didn't do it. And they're trying to piece together the events that transpired that led to this girl's unfortunate death. She was a high schooler.
In Baltimore, I believe.
Yes, in Baltimore. Unfortunate death. And they're using the things that he's saying and the things that the police are saying to try and figure it out. It's my introduction to like podcast storytelling. And I think it helped drive this craze that we see now with the infatuation with various murder porns, right? Like if there was no Serial, if Serial wasn't as big a deal as it was, I'm not sure how many of these murder documentaries that get on Netflix and HBO Max and Hulu and those types of things, I'm not sure how many of those we're doing. So he was, it was announced yesterday that he would be, the judge decided, hey, he's out with time served. So he's out now. He's out. There was questions about, okay, so they released him. Is he going to have to go back? Are they going to retry him? And the judge decided, nope, we're going to sentence him to time served, and he is good. He's done now. So that was big. That was something that was interesting and entertaining. Bennett, did you listen to that pod?
I did not. My wife did, though.
Okay.
And GP's talked about it a bunch. He was big on that one. GP's big true crime guy.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like that kicked it all off. Like everybody loves true crime podcasts, documentaries, all that. That's what started the craze. It really did. That Serial podcast. I think they did like a follow-up about. Didn't they do a follow-up? There was Pat Tillman. Did. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Pat Tillman. It was another guy. This guy, Barack Obama. I'm blanking on his name. Bergdahl. Was it Bergdahl?
Okay.
I think his name was Bergdahl or something like that. President Obama had made some trades to get him back from, I do believe it was ISIS at the time, and he ended up getting himself captured because he decided, you know what? I don't like the way my commander is leading us. I'm going to go walk someplace and tell on him, and he ended up getting captured by the enemy. So people died trying to save him. But yeah, they did do a follow-up.
Dang. Y'all watching this scary stuff, bro. I'm over here watching Could Have Been Records, Could Have Been Love with Drewski. If you need something to watch this weekend, please watch Could Have Been Love. CJ heard it. He heard it before the show. On this week's episode, they have Dr. Umar. As you know, if you know about Dr. Umar, Google him, you'll laugh. Very serious about certain things. But he is on episode 4 of Could Have Been Love with Drewski.
The fact that this exists is stupid. Like, I can't believe that this exists.
What do you mean it's stupid?
But the best part about that is, I guess it got Umar at a confessional. I didn't see it, I heard it.
Yes.
I guess Umar's at a confessional. And he goes, you know, I think that Brother Drewski likes snow bunnies. Everybody's got a type, and I think his type is snow bunnies.
Yes, he said he likes to play in the snow. And Dr. Umar was not feeling it. It was, bro, it's great television. There's a girl from Memphis on there. You heard her. Her name's Bambi. And Dr. Umar was not feeling her very much.
Is that the one with the pink hair?
That one with the pink hair. Okay. And we call her a hood rat. You cannot build a kingdom with a hood rat. That's quoted from Dr. Umar. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. I realize that I like to laugh way too much. So yeah, if y'all need something to watch, Could Have Been Love, episode 4, out now on YouTube. Also, Tony Allen documentary, out on YouTube. Go watch that too.
Oh, it was so
my
good.
Second plug
I watched
that.
last night. I make a cameo in it.
You make a cameo?
I'm in it.
What'd you do?
I'm just standing in the background.
My hand's in it.
We're out, y'all. We'll talk to y'all on
I'm rolling
Monday.
dice in it.
Bye. Rolling dice in it?
Yeah, I'm rolling dice.
What do you mean you rolling dice in it?
I am the hand that rolls the dice.
Oh, yeah, you're the B-roll?
I'm the B-roll.
Nice.
I'm hand dice.